Pack a bowl, my friend, and don't forget to pass that blend. Pack it up, my friend, and then we'll light up and we'll smoke in the ashes in the end. Pack a bowl, my friend. Pass me that blend, would you? Welcome back in, y'all. It is good to see you here on Sunday. It's about 3:57 p.m. here Central Standard Time in Dallas, Texas. Greetings from the great state of Texas, y'all. I missed last week, and I'm starting to actually think that when I don't have nothing to talk, when I don't have nothing to present or give you my content, I may just check in every other week. um I've been really busy with life in general, that I haven't really had a chance to get out and do any cool pipe hobbies, making stuff, things of that nature. um so like last week I sat there and I said, I got nothing. I got nothing. So I didn't want to get on and waste your time. And well, plus two, me and my wife had a really good day that day. We went out, we did some things, just had a really good day, y'all. And I think part of me just didn't want it to end. Um, but it was true. I had nothing for you. So it was really good excuse for me to justify not coming on. And I really don't have anything today, y'all. So all I have to offer you is a chat. Um, but anyways, let's get into it. All those unpleasantries set aside. I am smoking a pipe that I made. So this is a Johnny P pipe, um, olive wood with a brass collar and acrylic stem. Yeah, I don't quite know what to make of it, yo. I don't know if a it's definitely not a bent apple. Well, it could be a bent apple. It could be a brandy. I don't know. It's just the way I shaped it, y'all. So either way, I like it. It's a good smoking pipe. This is there's the majority of the pipes that I've made for myself. I really like. I think there's only one that I really quite don't care for, but all the rest that I've made, I really like them. This is one of those. In the pipe is no introduction needed. Shanae's cake, y'all. Although I do want to say, y'all, when I like a blend, you can really tell because I'll get the large tens of it, the 8 ounce tens um, of the blend itself. And just like everybody else, I try the blend out on the small little tins first, and if I like it, I'll get it in a larger bulk form. Um, but either way, Bayou Morning, which I just recently got a small tin of it and tried it out. I have decided it deserves a spot amongst my larger tins, y'all. I liked it that much. Um, I'm on my way to still evaluating the Burley Flake number one, and who knows where that one will go. Now, of course, Haunted Bookshop, I do, buy the large tins of it. I'm currently out. Um, yeah. Um, but I think I'm going to go ahead and rotate in the Bayou Morning in the large tin um, before I buy any more Haunted Bookshop. I think I enjoyed it more than Haunted Bookshop. Still like Haunted Bookshop, it's good stuff, but I'm going to give the Bayou Morning a good rotating into my blends. Let me light this up, y'all. So anyways, look, y'all, I told you I have nothing much for you. Just I have a small chat to offer you, and that's about it. So for those of you that came to see something that maybe that I made, or talk about a giveaway or something like that, I'm sorry. And if you choose to click off, I totally understand. For those of you that just want to sit around and smoke a pipe and listen to me chat for a little bit, well, let's get into it. Um, Weather here in Texas has been really crazy, y'all. Really crazy. We had really bad rain this last week. Um, but and well, up north they had some tornadoes, tornado watches, and of course, but northern Texas, they always get pounded with rain, especially Fort Worth, They get pounded. They get pounded with everything: hail, rain, tornadoes, everything. So, um, here where I'm at, I think I'm in this small little niche just outside of Dallas. We don't do that bad, y'all. I mean, we get a lot of rain, but we don't get the big golf ball hail like they do in North Texas. Um, we've had some tornado scares, but never any of them touched down where I live. So I don't know. I'd like to believe that God put us in a good spot, y'all. I'd like to believe that. Um, but that's crazy. I was also thinking, y'all. Um, Let me lock this up. I find that the older I get, of course, I always got a lot to talk about, y'all, but most of us old people, I'm not just going to say old guys, some ladies do it too. But what are the two main things I thought to myself that we talk about as old people? I'm not quite really old, but I consider myself an old person. I mean, I'm 57, y'all. I know to some of you, you'd say that's still young, youngster. Watch yourself. I get it. Um, but I find myself doing those old guy things. One of those things is talking about the weather. That's a lot of older guys. They'll sit around and talk about the weather, especially in your farming communities, because of course, let's face it, they depend upon the weather to be a certain way for their crops and farms. Even cattlemen will talk about droughts and not getting enough rain because their stock ponds need to get filled up. I mean, that's what the cattle drinks from. And then, of course, your grass is going to grow and all that good stuff. So, but us older guys, we talk about the weather. When you greet somebody in the morning and you say, "How you doing this morning?" and they say, "Oh, I'm doing good, just fine, thank you." And then you kind of look up at the sky and go, "You think it's going to rain today?" "Oh, I don't know." And there it goes. There you go. That talk about the weather at that point, y'all. It was really hot today, actually. It was close to 90 degrees, a little humid. Take about a week for my body to acclimate to the humidity, then I'll be fine. People that visit Dallas and this area, and I think Austin's the same way too, most of Texas, Houston's the same way, real humid. So when you come to Texas, a lot of people, they complain about the humidity if they're here at the right time. Um, and it is humid. But just like anywhere else, your body acclimates and then it just becomes part of your weather, part of where you live, and it's not really that big of a deal. You notice it, you understand it, it's there, but you deal with it. It's not a big deal. Um, Other places have different weather, so I may go somewhere else and think, "Oh my God, this weather's terrible," and to you, you'd be like, "Johnny, this is just normal," you know. But either way, it was decently humid today and not a big deal. Something I noticed, I was working on my truck this morning. I did an oil change on it in the midst of, doing some other things. This is still the year that I show my truck some love, y'all. I got a couple more projects to do for my truck, and I think we'll call her good for a little while. I've done a lot of work to it since February when I got in that accident, for those of you that remember. I decided it's time to show her some love, and I've been doing it. But the change oil light came on about a week ago, and they say today's oil you can go 10,000 miles between oil changes if you're using that synthetic. I don't trust it, y'all. It's cheap insurance to change your oil regularly. I've been a mechanic all my life, and keeping clean oil, clean fuel, clean air really does your engine a lot of good. So keeping up on that maintenance, to do an oil change, it costs me about $90 every 5,000 miles. That's not bad. It's good insurance. Plus my truck's paid off, so I don't have to worry about making a payment. So doing a $90 oil change myself um, is not that bad. So, and it's cheap insurance to make sure, you got good, clean, fresh oil in there. But that's my opinion. A lot of mechanics have different opinions, and that's fine. Everybody has their 2 cents worth. Um, and it's okay. That's fine. I choose to do mine every 5,000 or when the light comes on. But I did that this morning. Took care of that. That's out of the way. Cleaned my air filter, did some other things. Got the truck. She's doing really well, really well, almost too well. I do want to show you some pictures, y'all. For those of you that have been following, of course, this has nothing to do with pipes, like I said, or pipe content. I'm just chatting. I put some brand new. I told you a little while back I was putting 35s on my truck. For those of you that understand that, 35. So 12R, they're 18, 12R 35s. It's a pretty tall tire. That means basically they are 35 inches tall from the ground up. So it raised my truck up about 2 inches because it was about 2.5. I had 32 and a half, so almost 33s on it before. And now I got 35s. I had to do a cab chop, but I got those rims all mounted on there. Let me go ahead and show those to you real quick. Let's get over here. Okay. For those of you that are interested. So this was my truck with my 33s on here. These are the Bridgestone KO2s. They're 20-inch rims. And they were fine. They're good. They don't do too well in the snow or the mud. But past that, they're good tires. They work just fine. But I wanted to go with 35s because kind of cosmetically and functionally, they do a lot better. And that's just what we do here in Texas, y'all, as well as other states. I know, y'all, there's tons that are into trucks. Here in Texas, trucks are king. So yeah, that's them right there. That's the other side of it. And here's my new tires and rims right here. These are 18s with 35s on them. Let me get these up here. So these are Renegades, mud and snow, real aggressive mud and snow. They do really well in the rain here lately. I've noticed they don't even bust loose. Now my KO2s from Bridgestone, those they would bust loose in the rain. These right here grip the road something fierce, and I am totally, so far, I'm in love with these tires, y'all. And the rims look really well. I think they complement my truck well, as far as the color and everything. And I'm very impressed with them so far, and I do enjoy having them on there. And it kind of filled up the fender wells a little bit more, filled them up. So I got basically a level kit on this thing. I didn't want to raise this thing way up high. My wife would have said that's cool, but I just don't. Yeah, there's no need for me to do that, y'all. I don't go off-roading, and there's no need for me to lift it up. After that, it'd just be basically a mall crawler, a pavement princess, and I don't need that. I don't need that. So, but what I got right here works really well for me and for what I do. So yeah, good stuff there. That's what I've been doing lately. I got a little bit more to do, and we'll call it good for this year. I got 172,000 miles on this truck, and she's still going. If any of you know anything about the Toyota Tundras, y'all, with the 5.7s, those trucks are just bulletproof. To a point, they do have their problems, um, but just a great truck, y'all. It's 2008. I love this truck. I dread the day that something ever happens to it. But so far, she just treated me so good. Never left me stranded. Always done well for me. I brought her back from the brink of death a couple times, and she's still rocking and still rolling, y'all. Good stuff, though. Um, Either way, so busy, always busy. Busy out here on my homestead. Um, yeah, that's right. Forgot about that. We butchered up, cold off, slaughtered, whatever you want to call it, processed all of our meat birds last weekend. Um, got those. We did 15 of them this year. Last year we did 50, and man, we had chicken coming out our rear ends, y'all. But all my freezers had just full of chicken. So I told the wife, I said, we still got a bunch left from last year. Let's only do about 15 this time. So we did 15, and we called those off last weekend. We had a really good, just me and my wife did it, and we had a really good routine going on. And I skinned them all this time, y'all. I didn't pluck them, so no skin. And then my wife parted them out the next day. We let them sit in the ice chest overnight, and then she parted them out. Got all the legs taken off, all the wings, all the thighs, all the breasts, big, thick, juicy breasts, y'all. And she likes to keep the gizzards, and she takes the hearts and makes them into dog food and stuff like that. But we got all that processed out, packaged up. It's in the freezer now. So we got a lot of good chicken, and we still got a lot of good beef from the last cow I slaughtered, and we're doing really well when it comes to the meat department. I guess if I could say we needed anything, we probably need some more pork, and we probably need some fish. But I haven't done any fishing in so long, y'all. I don't. When I was a kid, we fished and fished and fished. That's all we did was fish. Um, there in Arkansas and other places where I was at, my uncle had 100 acres on the Buffalo River, and you could get out in a john boat and fish to your heart's content. Um, there where I grew up in California, there was places to fish. My dad would take us up, and we'd fish every weekend, all the time, all the time. Um, so I don't know. I think I got burnt out. Um, I don't do much fishing in my older age. Maybe someday I will. And that's about the only way I'll trust the meat is if I catch it myself. You don't know what you're buying in the grocery store, y'all. I mean, you just don't know. Is the fish any better, in our streams and lakes and ponds and everything? I don't know. I come more trusting it. Who knows what's in the water these days, y'all? Who knows? But I would trust it more if I caught it versus just buying it in the store. And plus, it always seems to taste a little bit better if you caught it, or if you shot it, or if you butchered it. Yeah, either way, if it's yours, just you feel better. It tastes better. It just seems to everything about it's going. In fact, after this video, I got to go check it, y'all. I put in 2 whole chickens in my smoker earlier this morning. I'm slow smoking them with some mesquite wood. 2 whole birds, got them all seasoned up, really good to go. And she's in the old smoker, the Oklahoma Joe, and slow smoking them, just about 200, maybe a little under. And last I checked on them, they were about 150 degrees. So they're getting close. I smoke them till about 165, and then we'll have 2 smoked birds ready to go, and that's good stuff too. But yeah, constantly busy here, y'all. Constantly busy. Um, I'm almost 20 minutes into this video, running out a little bit of things to talk about. Um, Oh, also let Yusef know if you're watching this. Uh, your your bag is on the way. Um, Price went up to send it to South Africa. I don't know, y'all. Maybe it's just the economy right now. Everything seems to be getting higher and higher. Um, but yeah, got a little sticker shock on that one. I may have to rethink myself in the future when it comes to shipping things overseas because it's getting more expensive. United States still not that bad, but overseas, nah, it's pretty penny, y'all. Pretty penny. I'm not going to say how much it was, but it was a lot more than it was last time. I don't know why. Um, it wasn't any heavier than the item I sent last time. I don't know. Either way, Yusef, your bag is on its way. But as far as life, y'all, my health has been fine. My allergies kicked up a little bit. I have really bad allergies usually in April and May. Wife's doing good. She's doing really well lately, y'all. I'm so thankful. Thank God for that. Um, so, other than the weather, we're doing really well. My grandbaby's coming at the end of this month, so I'm really excited about that. She's coming for Memorial Day. My daughter and my son-in-law and my grandbaby, they're gonna spend probably 3, 4 days with us. So I'm really happy about that. Haven't seen my grandbaby since last year, y'all. And they grow up so quick, y'all, so quick. Before you know it, they're thinking about moving here to Texas, and I certainly hope they do. I certainly hope they do. Um, just pull the trigger. That's what I told my son-in-law. I said, "Son, just pull the trigger. Just pull it. Just go. Come on, get over." But either way, y'all, I do thank you for stopping by and talking with me for a little bit. I appreciate you, each and every one of you. Those of you that like to sit and talk and chat. As soon as I can, y'all, we'll get back here in this room. We'll do things. Um, I can't make no promises. Uh, I'll try my best. If I can get back in there and get things, we will eventually, of course. But how soon that is, I don't know. Um, but either way, y'all, I do appreciate your time. Thanks for sitting with me, talking with me. Um, Gonna finish the rest of this pipe, and Mama's probably got some dinner cooking. I think we're gonna have like I said, that smoked chicken that I'm doing with some fixings, probably a baked potato and some other stuff. But yeah, yeah. In fact, I need to go check on the smoker right now, y'all. So until next week, y'all, take care of yourselves, and we'll see you. Pack a bowl, my friend, and don't forget to pass that blend. Pack it up, my friend, and then we'll light up and we'll smoke in the ashes in the end. Pack a bowl, my friend. Pass me that blend, would you?